Guys, Kirsti Patterson here from Forever Body Yoga. Today we're going to be doing a flow for the start of the day where you want to open that body up. Maybe you're a bit squashed, maybe you're a bit tight from the day before, maybe you didn't sleep so well. So all you're going to need is your yoga mat, maybe some bricks. If you've got a bolster as an alternative, that's always a fabulous option as well. So go grab those and I'll see you at the top of the mat for our morning flow. So we're going to start either seated, cross-legged on a brick, or maybe kneeling on a yoga bolster, whichever feels better for your body. Taking a big breath in here, and a big breath out. As you breathe out, feeling that pelvic floor rise with the exhale. And then setting into the rhythm of your body. Thinking about drawing your attention into that pelvis, almost like you've got a sandwich press around your center. So as you breathe in, thinking about drawing that in as you rise up. You've got more connection, more support from that pelvic floor, from the pelvis, from the hips. Maintaining that height even as you exhale. Thinking about space between each vertebrae as you move up through the body. Bringing your awareness into the shoulders and the chest. Taking a big breath in here. Exhale, opening that chest as you draw the shoulder blades together. So you want to think about really squeezing the shoulder blades together rather than pumping that chest out. So a squeeze of the shoulder blades. Smaller, more controlled movements. See if you can feel those shoulder blades, your scapula, are stacked over the sacrum, which is the fused part of your spine. You want those two to be in line. Breathing in here, breathing out. Bringing your awareness into your neck, thinking about length in the back of the neck. What I like to do is bring my thumbs onto my jawline, my fingers up above my ears. Those fingers are spread. Imagining that I'm lifting the back of my head, so the pointy bit in the back of the skull, lengthening from there, finding more space in the back of the neck, drawing that chin back as you do so. Might feel a little bit like you've got a double chin, maybe you do, but you've got a more aligned posture. That's the optimal piece that we're looking for. And so now we've got that skull in line with the shoulder blades, which is in line with the sacrum. It's our triple S. We want those 3 points of alignment. Big breath in. Bringing those arms straight up. Thinking about keeping those 3 S's in line. Bringing those thumbs together, a right thumb over the left thumb, and pulling those arms apart. Thinking about drawing that center together. And soften, switching sides, the left thumb over the right thumb. Big breath in. Exhale, drawing those apart, elbows broadening as you do so, thinking about that length in the neck, connection of those triple S, and soften, let those arms come up and back down. Big breath in, the hands will come into the chest, pushing into the heel of those hands to open that chest. Big breath in here. Exhale, twisting to the left, keeping the thumbs in center with the sternum and the fingers in line with the chin. Coming back to center, another big breath in here. And exhale, twisting to the right. Coming back to center, another big breath in here. Exhale, twisting to the left, thinking about those points of connection, thumbs on the sternum, fingers in the center of the chin, coming back to center. Another big breath in here. Exhale, twisting to the right, feeling that pelvic floor really rise at the bottom of that exhale, and coming back to center. Just a little work to open up those shoulders so you could bring those hands onto those shoulders, spreading those like they're a great big bear paw, and rolling those shoulders back. A small movement here. We want it just to be the shoulder socket. We're not opening up the entire body, just that socket. So it's really big synovial joints. So we need to keep that fluid mobile and moving. And switch directions. Coming back to center, bringing the hands down onto the thighs. We're going to do a little arching of that spine. So I want to think about the connection coming from the heel of the hands driving that movement. So big breath in here. Exhale, pushing down through the heel of the hands as the chest comes forward. So the center is still active. We haven't pushed the chest forward. The chest is driving that movement and the center is active. Push down through the entire hand, arching the spine the other way. And we'll release that one more time, pushing down through the heel of the hand, chest coming forward, and pushing back. From here, we can bring those hands down onto the mat, thinking wrists underneath shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and it's probably a little bit closer than we think. You can always push your bolster or push your bricks away at this point. Those toes are tucked, taking a big breath in here. Exhale, pushing down through the heel of that hand again, feeling that chest come forward. It's a smaller movement than we think. Push down through the entire hand, rising up into our angry cat. Pull back on the heel of the hand into that grumpy cow. Push down through the entire hand, coming into that angry cat. And maybe go from side to side now, finding space in that side body as well. Maybe you find a spot where it feels good to get into that pause there and give it a little push, a little niggle. From here, we're going to come down into our first child pose. So you can bring the seat towards the calves, towards the ankles. Maybe you take a brick between the thighs and the calves. Maybe you take a bolster between the thighs and the calves. Do whatever you need. Give your body the support it needs. You could always use a bolster or bricks underneath the forehead as well. Letting the head release to where it comes. Bricks under each hand are also an alternative here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing into the back of the ribs, where the lungs are at the longest. We want a full big breath as we start the day. Rising back up into all fours. We're going to tuck those toes. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, lifting those knees just an inch off the mat. And letting those come back down. Another big breath in here, feeling that center still being active. And exhale, lifting the knees a few inches off the mat. And lowering back down. Another big breath in here. Exhale, lifting the knees all the way up. Those knees can stay bent. The legs don't have to be straight as we come into our first downward dog for the day. Take big breaths in here. Big breaths out. Lengthen one leg, bend the other, pulsing from side to side. And maybe push the hips in one direction and then in the other. Thinking about keeping the length in the spine as you move here. From here, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet, bending those knees as much as needed. Thinking about flexion in the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Bringing the thumbs into a fist. The hands into a fist, and the thumbs come towards the hairline. Release the head into those thumbs, letting that head release. Big breaths in here into the back of those ribs again. Big breaths out, lengthen that spine, let the arms release down beside you and rise up into a standing position. Thinking about that connection of that triple S, sacrum, scapula, your shoulder blades, and the skull, lengthening the back of the neck, drawing that chin in. Big breaths in, big breaths out, bringing those arms up, hands come to prayer and meet at heart center. Take a moment here, big breath in, big breath out, lower the gaze or close those eyes down. Take a moment to see what is your top priority for today. What is it that you want to achieve from today? It might be giving, it might be receiving, it might be service. There might be some obligations in there. How is it that you want to go about delivering those and achieving those? How will it feel? And what does that mean to you? Fluttering those eyes open. And there you are, ready for the day ahead with an open body and a ready mind. And there you have it, your morning flow to help you start the day with a clearer body and mind. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit the bell to subscribe to the Forever Body Yoga channel so that you're notified of flows as they come out in the future. Thank you so much for joining me. Please comment with your thoughts and feelings below, and I hope to see you here again next week. See you later.